Question number 11. Gases in the atmosphere are compounds of 12C1H, okay. 4 of these gases are carbon dioxide, N2O, CH4 and H2O. A pure sample of each gas is produced, okay. So we have taken each of these gases and then we have combined together to produce this gas, okay. Each sample has the same mass, very important, okay. Which sample contains the greatest number of molecules? We need to find which one has the largest number of molecules. Nothing else is given except for these numbers. So we need to play with these numbers. So what we do is, let me draw a table here. Let me draw a table here, and then these are the gases, and here what I will do is, first one I will find the number of moles required to produce each of these compound gases. So here when I say N2O, how many molecules of N2O are combined with oxygen? So 14 molecules of 14 grams of N2 is combining with 16. So 14 multiplied by 2, because there are N2 here. 14 multiplied by 2 plus this will take more than a minute. 14, maybe 2-3 minutes also. 2 into 14 plus O, only one part of oxygen, which is 16. So which should now be equal to 2 into 14, 28. 28 plus 16 is 44 grams. So 44 grams, I'll write M here. 44 grams 44 gram will be the mass of N2O if you combine 1 mole of 2 moles of nitrogen and 1 mole of oxygen to get this value. Okay. In a similar way, if I calculate for this one, hydrogen, water, what will water be? Water here, you look at the mass numbers here. So 1H here it is 2H over here. So this should be 2, I'll write here. This will be 2 H2O. I'll write it here. It will be 2 plus oxygen, how much is 16? 16, which will be equal to 18 grams. So this should be 18 grams. And then CO2. What is CO2? CO2 would be C is 12 grams plus O2. What is O2? 2 moles of oxygen. How much is O? 16. 16 into 2 will be 32, which should now be equal to 32 plus 12 will be 48 grams. And then we have, so I'll write 48 here. The 48, this is more massive over here. And then we have, what do we have? Nitrogen. Nitrogen, how much is it? N, what is the last one? CH4. CH4 will be 12 grams plus H4, which will be 4, which will be equal to 16 grams. 16 grams. Now what do we understand from here? Which means that if I say the number of moles, so though the masses are different over here, this all will have the same number of moles over here. Okay, we'll draw on the second column also. Now what we will do is, if that is the case, I want the problem says it has the same amount of mass, not the same number of moles. Okay, now why did I take number of moles over here? Because all this will have the same Avogadro number. If I take 44 grams of N2O or 18 grams of water or 48 grams of carbon dioxide or 16 grams of methane, all of them will have only 1 mole and all of them will have Na number of molecules. But what is required over here? This is not required. I have something like okay, the mass, the number of molecules. Okay, so therefore now what I do is, which is the least mass? This has a least mass, which means this will have the maximum number of molecules, maximum number of moles. Okay, so there's a direct correspondence between them. See, so 44 grams will be 1 mole, 18 grams will be 1 mole, and so on. So 16 grams here. If I want, I can also write it over here. Let me take up one more column if you want. It takes some time, but anyway, if it facilitates you, I will be happy to do this. So let me find out how many moles we have. Let me write this as number of moles. So 48 grams. Now let us say all of them has the same 48 grams as the mass. Okay, so if it is 48 grams, then 16 3s are 48. This will have 3 moles. This will be having 1 mole, right? And this will be between 18 should be less than 3 moles. I'm not exactly calculating. 44 would be greater than 1 mole over here. Now we know 1 mole of this gas or any liquid will have Na number of molecules. Since there are 3 moles over here, this will have 3 Na times number of molecules. This will have Na number of molecules. This will have less than 3 Na number of molecules. This will have greater than 1 Na number of molecules, but less than 2 Na number of molecules. So now which one has the highest one? This has the highest one. So D is the right answer. Okay.